Hey everybody, and welcome back. I wanted to just do a quick little video. This is only going to be a short one, just to let you know a little bit more about the war on waste and Freightened. So in the last couple of videos I've done, I've mentioned these two documentaries and how much of an influence they've had on me and my family, and how it sort of got us into this downshifting. So I just wanted to make a quick little video to tell you a little bit more about them. So let's have a look. War on Waste. This is an ABC documentary. So around May last year they came out with the first episode of this. There's now 4 episodes in total. The first 3 is the original part of the series, and it focused on a number of different things, from the waste created by produce growers through to the standards that supermarkets use. That means a lot of the fruit gets rejected. It went through all sorts of other stuff, like what can and can't be recycled. It looked at government, both at the state level and the federal level, what sort of things governments are and are not doing to try and cut down on waste and help with recycling and all these sorts of things. It also looked at coffee cups, paper coffee cups, and how big an impact they are having on our waste, especially being that you can't recycle them as they are when you're finished with them. So that's a part of it, and there was loads of different things. Now the 4th part, which came out in December last year, actually goes back and revisits some of those things and has a really good look at some of the things that people have actually done just in that period between May and December to start trying to reduce our waste here in Australia. And I must say I was really impressed with how well we are doing. They talk quite a bit about the fact that all the states now in Australia are going into apart from Victoria, starting a recycling scheme for waste containers, plastic bottles, glass bottles and things like that. South Australia's been doing it for years. You get like 10 cents back on your containers, and now most other states, like I say, every state apart from Victoria, are taking it up as well. The other one is the ban on plastic bags. So that is now, if I remember correctly, pretty much nationwide. On a state-by-state basis. So here in Queensland, where I live, that should be happening this year. So there's some really good efforts have been made towards reducing our waste here in Australia. So if you live in Australia, definitely go to ABC and watch these documentaries. I'm pretty sure they're all still on there. And even if you search for War on Waste on YouTube, there's as you can see, there's little bits and pieces, there's snippets, there's stories, and videos that people have posted with little bits of some of each of the programs. This is the recycling one here, for example. So yeah, even on YouTube there is there's lots of little bits of information you can find there on that. The other one is obviously Freightened. Now this is a little bit harder to come by. I haven't managed to find anywhere yet on the web where I can watch this for free. You can buy it through the website here, which is obviously the actual home of the doco. I haven't looked at other places you may be able to buy it, but I'm sure if you hunt around you can probably find the DVD in a few retail places. Once again, it's a really good documentary. A real eye-opener, and it goes right into the effect that shipping is having on the planet in an environmental way. It looks at the the human side of it, with the way that a lot of the crews get exploited, and the sort of conditions, the poor conditions that they have to live in. It talks about how the ships are powered and fueled, and how bad for the environment some of that is. It looks at the lack of regulation and so forth that is in the shipping industry in general, due to the way that ships are registered, and how it allows them to basically get away with everything. So once again, a real big eye-opener. And once again, if you also go to YouTube, you will find a number of trailers for Freightened. This particular one isn't loading for some reason, but there are a number of different ones that you can look at. This lady here, if it's going to load, this lady Rose George is one that I was watching this afternoon actually. She does a TED talk where she talks about the industry, and she's actually in the documentary Freightened. So yeah, there's lots of different things you can find if you hunt around and you look for them. But go away and have a look at those. Let me know what you think. They are really interesting documentaries, and they've certainly helped to change my perspective on a lot of things. So there you have it. That's the War on Waste and Freightened. If you like this video and you like some of the other ones, then subscribe to the channel by pushing that big red subscribe button. The other things you can do is to obviously leave a comment below, and to let me know, if you've seen any other documentaries. I'd be really keen to see anything else that anyone's come across about this sort of thing. And also feel free to share this with someone you love, someone you know, someone you think that is keen on also helping to reduce our waste and make the planet a better place to live. So until next time, take it easy and go live a little.